Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Up next at the Kennedy Center's Broadway Center stage is Andrew Lloyd Webber's Tony Award-winning musical Sunset Boulevard. It'll run from February 1st through the 8th, and we drop by the rehearsal room to bring you a sneak peek and to meet the stellar cast, led by Tony Award winner Stephanie J. Block, Derek Klena, Nathan Gunn, and Ali E. Carvalho.
I don't want to be alone. It's all in the past. This world's waited long enough. I've come home at last, and this time will be bigger and brighter than we knew it. So watch me fly. We all know I can do it. Could I stop my hand from shaking? Has there ever been a moment with so much to live for?
I want to thank you for opening your rehearsal room. I had goosebumps watching you sing today from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel just enough fear and adrenaline, right? We haven't hit the panic zone. I have a feeling that might come in a couple of days. It has been fast and furious, but the preparation has been beautiful. Everybody came in knowing enough that still allowed us to play and mine in the room. And when you can do that, instead of just being thrust information on you, then you really have a rehearsal process. And so I feel like we're building something kind of unique and special with this sunset.
Who wants true? Who the hell wants moving? Moving means starving, and true means holes in your shoe.
No, you're wrong. They still make good pictures. Stick to your story. It's a good story.
Okay, Miss Schaefer, I give it to you. I'm a little starstruck, terrified, excited, all in the same beat. I think this process is so fast and furious that we kind of just rip off the Band-Aid and hope for the best, but in kind of the best way. I think if you don't stop moving, that's the best case scenario. You just got to keep the wheels turning, because the minute you stop and realize what you're trying to accomplish, you freak out. So I think it's better that it's coming up fast. It's like sooner than later, and I think we'll be ready for it. We got like T-minus a week till opening night, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a roller coaster of a ride, but it's kind of the nature of this show, so it's very fitting.
I'm scared shitless. I'm so scared. I come from TV and film, gratefully, so they'll piece together our best bits, which is just simply not what stage is. And I keep saying this, I'm scared, which means that I know that I'm in the right place, because I am now such a small little fish in such a big pond, and I really do feel like I'm a sponge and I'm learning as much as I possibly can, and I'm grateful for it. But I'm terrified.
What's it like living in the world of Sunset Boulevard?
It's very glamorous. It's very complex, sometimes dark, sometimes bright. I think the score is just so stunning, and I feel very lucky to be working with this music. And I've been so fortunate to get to work on a lot of Andrew Lloyd Webber pieces, and now to be doing this one is a real honor.
She's immortal, caught in the slide, that flickering light beam is a youth which cannot fade. Perhaps a living legend. I've seen so many idols fall. She is the greatest star of all.
What do you enjoy the most about singing Andrew Lloyd Webber and living in the world of a theater?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's something, I've done some classic musical theater before. That's different than this. I've never, except for a couple of songs here and there, sung some more modern pieces, but Andrew Lloyd Webber is sort of an interesting mix of both of them. So I am constantly listening and Talking to Ben a little bit about, okay, so these particular musical markings, because I always go by a score. I never listen to the soundtrack. I'm always like, and what exactly is he asking for in this by this marking? And I'm learning and I'm making adjustments and changing based on what I'm getting from everybody else all the time. It's great. I enjoy it.
I think my favorite part so far has just been watching everyone kind of fearlessly make choices. Because it's such a quick and dirty process, like you just have to throw everything up against the wall, see what sticks, and be able to trust that we're in a room and in a space that we can decide whether, yes, that's something that's going to work in our particular world or whatnot. And I think people are just like game for that ride.
I'm always in awe of how many talented people there are. And yes, it's an amazing group of people, starting with Stephanie Block, of course, who I've seen and know. But they are all kind, good people, generous of heart, including Sammy, our director. So it's just a really good room to be in, and I just learn from everybody all the time when you're in a room like that. And everybody's generous with everybody else. So it makes the whole process, especially when it's this fast, be fun, as opposed to like stressful because you have no time. So that's great.
When we got together, it was we're all in this together. We're diving in head first, because you can't just kind of dip your toe in as Joe. You can't kind of dip your toe in as Norma. If you don't go full out, we're never going to find all of these beautiful, complicated relationships that we need to find in a week and a half. When I say it out loud, it kills me. But they have been so open-minded, so open-hearted, ready to play, ready to support. Because again, when you're in the rehearsal room and there are a lot of tears and there's a lot of underbelly that's being shown, their support for me, to each other, has been really wonderful to see.
She was sinking fast, I threw a rope. Now I have suits and she has hope. It seemed an elegant solution. One day this must end, it isn't real. Still I'll enjoy a hearty meal before tomorrow's execution. Sunset Boulevard, ruthless Boulevard, destination for the stony-hearted. Sunset Boulevard, lethal Boulevard, everyone's forgotten how they started. Here on Sunset Boulevard.